The reason we're here today, 33 years ago, in 1984, the Student Press Law Center and the National Scholastic Press Association gave their first award to recognize student journalists who had demonstrated extraordinary courage in defense of student press freedom. The winners of that award were three young women who were the plaintiffs in the first student press case to ever get to the U.S. Supreme Court, Hazelwood School District versus Kohlmeyer. Since 2009, the Center for Scholastic Journalism at Kent State University, which I'm here to represent, has been the presenting sponsor of this award. We believe there is no recognition of young journalists more important than this, to support and reward with both our appreciation and our money those who've shown determination, despite difficulty or resistance, in lawfully exercising their student-free press rights or defending the free press rights of others. Today, we're very proud to recognize some remarkable high school journalists. I'm going to turn the presentation over to Hadar Harris, the new Executive Director of the Student Press Law Center.
Good, thank you, and thank you. Wow, what a view this is. I am so honored to be introduced by Mark Goodman for all that he has done for student press freedom, all he continues to do, both as my predecessor at SPLC before Frank Lamonte, who many of you know, and I am so honored to follow in his footsteps, giant as they are. So now the moment you've been waiting for. The Student Press Law Center offers one annual award to an outstanding high school news organization that speaks truth to power and demonstrates outstanding support for student press freedom. And we are proud to do that with our co-sponsors for the award, the Center for Scholastic Journalism at Kent State University and the National Scholastic Press Association. The center also provides the cash award that comes with this recognition. This year, the 2017 recipient is The Classic newspaper at Townsend Harris High School in Flushing, New York.
Woo!
We present this award in recognition of its intensive coverage of the combative tenure of an interim principal whose reign sparked outrage and activism throughout the community. The Classic published a series of stories about abusive behavior by an interim principal, including rude interactions with students and teachers, which not only happened at their school, but they found out had happened at the school where this principal had been before. They exposed financial improprieties, they reported on campus sit-ins and protests, and even live streamed some of what was going on. Because the process for selecting a new principal was cloaked in secrecy, they filed a Freedom of Information request to get the names of the 38 other candidates for the position. In the end, they stood up to pressure after administrators within the Department of Education called their reporting fake news. After months of turmoil among students, parents, teachers, someone else was appointed to the permanent position of principal. I would like to invite the brave journalists and their advisor, Sumaida Hassan, Meroz Ahmad, and Brian Sweeney, to the podium to receive the award.
Hello. I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out here and being involved in their own school community, because for us, that was the most important thing that drove us towards reporting on these intense controversies. And I'd also like to thank the Student Press Law Center, the Center for Scholastic Journalism at Kent State University, and the National Scholastic Press Association, along with our advisor, Mr. Sweeney.
like to add one more thing. I think that a lot of people find that young student journalists lack a lot of power, but that isn't true, because if you continue to be persistent, you're going to get the results that you're looking for, and the only advice that I have is to go after those really difficult goals, because you never know what's going to come out of them. Thank you.
I'll just say something very quick, but these two editors, I can't tell you how brave that they were last year. This was every single day for about 5 months they were covering this story. And one of the reasons that they were so brave is that the school that we go to, Townsend Harris High School, is not censored. Many schools in New York City are censored. In fact, most of them are. And I think that the work that they did proves just how important it is that we make sure not to ever censor student journalists and to always support them as much as we can. Thank you.
Student Press does not have a better friend than the Student Press Law Center. And every year at this convention, we do a little passing the bowl to have some coins, bills, thank you notes, whatever that you need to do to so they can feel the love. Let's show them the love right now. One more time for the Student Press Law Center. So bowls will be passing down. We will get a tally and report that back at the end. And right now, let's do some of our individual awards with Ron Johnson.